You're going to tell us about Warrior Protocol. You're going to tell us about your belief that it's not about decisions and actions, but what problems do you solve and what men do you try to attract in your business?
Beautiful. Well, let me circle back to that and let me tie together two little things that you said, which is going to make sense to a lot of people very, very quickly. Yeah, I truly believe that you can have all the tactics and strategies and ideas that you want in your life, but they will be choked out by who you are or who you are not. And I've seen over and over again guys who just show up with this deep level of power and presence and conviction and confidence who win. And guys that don't have that, even when they have all the greatest ideas, really don't make very much happen, be that in business, be that in the life they create, be that in anything. So, yeah, I had this very serious bout of depression a few years ago. And I was on a beautiful trip to Australia. I just doubled my income in my consulting position. Life was pretty good. And out of nowhere, literally overnight, with no history of it, depression just grabbed me by the throat and would not let go. And it lasted, at its worst, several months. And yeah, just like you, my friend, I made plans. I looked at my life insurance policy and figured out what loopholes were in there that would allow me to quit the game and still let my family be taken care of. And here's what happened. I have, over time, and this will tie back into Warrior Protocol, spent time digging into myself. And one of those things is I've built a very strong value matrix. And what I mean by that is I know exactly what I stand for, what I don't stand for, what I believe in, what I don't. And the beauty of having very strong values that you've actually dug into, and I don't mean values you inherited from your parents or from society, or like 99% of guys I meet, they know values are important, but if you put them on the spot and ask them what their values are, they really can't tell you. The benefit of having values predetermined is that when things go down, when shit hits the fan in whatever capacity, and you're faced with a decision, the decision is already made in advance because all you have to do is run it through your belief and value matrix. So when the thought of suicide came upon me, fortunately for me, that was fundamentally at odds and opposed to my value matrix. And because of that, suicide was not a real option for me because of who I am. And that ties back into this conversation about who you are is what drives your decisions, not the decisions you make driving who you are. So Warrior Protocol is really based on a lot of years of, I guess, very unusual upbringing and experience for me. I grew up in Scotland. I went to law school. While I was in law school, I was fighting martial arts every weekend, leading the university team in competition. I was doing security jobs. So I had almost two lives, and it's impossible for anyone to live two lives for long without one winning and one losing. And so I got my law degree, and instead of becoming a high-flying and successful attorney, I moved to Japan to study martial arts under a master out there who's in his 80s now. And while I was there, I got very ensconced in the warrior culture and what does it mean to be a man. I trained in the Japanese arts, I trained in Zen, I trained in a lot of the Chinese traditions. I even studied and apprenticed in a tradition that came down from a Chiricahua Apache holy man. So I had a pretty wide education in this area. And what I realized after I got into business was that many, many guys in business, in relationships, are really struggling to create a high quality life because they don't have a lot of training in how to be a successful, effective, powerful, resilient man. And, you can even make this distinction between a lot of guys out there are good guys, good men, but there's a difference between being a good man and being an effective man. Totally different stories.